Ever wondered what it takes to set up your own fish tank? Well, you've come to the right place. Setting up a fish tank can seem daunting at first, but it's a delightful journey that rewards you with a vibrant underwater world right in your home. The key to a thriving aquatic habitat lies in the proper setup, ensuring the health and happiness of your finned friends. So buckle up and immerse yourself in the fascinating world of aquascaping. Stay tuned as we guide you through this exciting journey of setting up your first fish tank. Before diving in, you need to understand some basics. The world of fish tanks is diverse and colorful, and the first thing to know is that there are three primary types of fish tanks: freshwater, saltwater, and tropical. Each of these comes with its own unique set of requirements. So let's dive into the details. Freshwater tanks are the most common and beginner-friendly. They are home to fish that thrive in freshwater environments like goldfish or guppies. The size of the tank can vary, but a 20-gallon tank is a good starting point for beginners. Freshwater fish prefer a temperature range of 68 to 78 degrees Fahrenheit and a pH level from 6 to 7.5. Next up, we have saltwater tanks. These are for marine fish like clownfish or tangs. They require a bit more maintenance and knowledge, but the variety of colorful fish and coral you can host is worth the effort. The recommended size is usually larger, starting from 30 gallons. The temperature for saltwater tanks should be between 75 and 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and the pH level should be maintained between 8.1 and 8.4. Finally, we have tropical tanks, which are a subset of freshwater tanks. They house tropical fish like bettas and tetras. These tanks need to be a bit warmer, sitting comfortably between 72 and 82 degrees Fahrenheit, with a pH level from 6 to 8. Remember, these are general guidelines. Each type of fish has its own specific needs. So it's essential to research the fish you want to keep and adjust your tank accordingly. Whether you're drawn to the simplicity of a freshwater tank, the colorful diversity of a saltwater tank, or the warm vibrancy of a tropical tank, each one offers a unique and rewarding experience. Now that you know the basics, it's time to start setting up your tank. Choosing your fish tank is the first step towards your aqua adventure. It's more than just a home for your fish, it's a mini ecosystem that needs careful consideration. So let's dive into the factors you need to consider. First up, size. The size of your tank can directly affect the health of your fish. A larger tank provides more room for your fish to swim and play, and it's also easier to maintain stable water conditions in a larger volume of water. Next, material. Glass and acrylic are the most common materials. While glass is sturdier and less prone to scratches, acrylic is lighter and offers better clarity. Lastly, location. Where you place your tank in your home matters. It should be away from direct sunlight, which can cause excessive algae growth, and away from heavy traffic areas to reduce stress for your fish. With the right tank in hand, it's time to prepare it for your new pets. Setting up your tank properly ensures a healthy environment for your fish. It's not just about filling it up with water. There are a few essential steps to get it ready. First, you'll need to clean the tank. Even if it's brand new, dust and residues from the factory may still be present. Use a clean, damp cloth to wipe the inside of the tank. Avoid using soap or detergents, as these can harm your fish. Next, we're going to add the substrate. This is the layer at the bottom of the tank, which can be gravel, sand, or even soil, depending on your preference or the type of fish you're planning to keep. Rinse the substrate thoroughly before adding it to the tank to remove any dust or unwanted particles. Now it's time to fill up your tank with water. Use a plate or a plastic bag to disperse the water as you pour it in. This will prevent the water from disturbing the substrate. Be sure to use dechlorinated water, as chlorine is harmful to fish. There are many products available to dechlorinate tap water. The last step in preparing your tank is setting up the filter. This is an important component in maintaining a healthy environment for your fish, as it removes waste products and keeps the water clean. There are various types of filters, so choose one that suits your tank size and the type of fish you'll be keeping. Each step in preparing your tank is crucial. A clean tank prevents diseases. A properly rinsed substrate provides a comfortable base for your fish. Dechlorinated water ensures a safe environment, and a suitable filter maintains the water quality. Skipping any of these steps could lead to problems down the line. Your tank is almost ready. Now let's bring it to life. Decorations and plants make your fish tank more than just a container of water. They create a vibrant, living ecosystem that's a joy to observe and a healthier home for your aquatic friends. But these elements aren't just for show. They play crucial roles in maintaining the balance of your tank. Plants, for instance, absorb harmful nitrates and produce oxygen, aiding in water purification. Choosing the right plants and decorations is essential. Consider the needs of your fish. Some prefer dense vegetation, others open swimming spaces. Also bear in mind the size of your tank. Too many decorations can cramp your fish and hinder movement, while too few may leave them feeling exposed. Arranging these elements is an art. Create a visually pleasing layout that also serves a purpose. Hide filters behind plants, use decorations to create hiding spots. It's about finding a balance between aesthetics and functionality. Your tank is looking great. The final step is to introduce your fish. It's time for the stars of the show, your fish. Introducing your fish to their new home is a delicate process, and it's not as simple as just plopping them in. It's important to acclimate them gradually to help them adapt to their new environment. Let's break down the process. When you bring your fish home from the pet store, they'll be in a plastic bag filled with water. This water isn't just a means of transportation, but it's their current environment. It's crucial that we don't just mix this water into the tank, because it may have different parameters than your tank water, such as temperature, pH, and hardness. Instead, let's start by floating the sealed plastic bag in your tank. This will allow the water inside the bag to slowly adjust to the same temperature as the tank water. Let it float for about 15 minutes. Next, open the bag and add a small amount of tank water into it. This will help your fish adjust to the water chemistry of your tank. Continue this process every 5 minutes for about half an hour. Now it's time to gently release your fish into the tank. Use a net to catch the fish from the bag and release them into their new home. Remember, don't pour the bag water into the tank. Once your fish are in the tank, it's important to monitor them closely for the first few days. Look for signs of stress or illness, like erratic swimming, loss of color, or a lack of appetite. If you notice anything unusual, it might be a sign that something in the tank isn't quite right. Introducing fish to a new tank can be a bit nerve-wracking, but with patience and careful observation, you can ensure your fish thrive in their new home. Remember, they're not just pets. They're your new aquatic family members, and they're counting on you to provide a safe, comfortable environment for them. Congratulations, you've successfully set up your first fish tank. Setting up a fish tank may seem daunting at first, but with the right steps, it's a breeze. We dove headfirst into the basics, highlighting the importance of understanding the needs of your fish and the environment they thrive in. Selecting the right tank came next, a choice that depends heavily on the type and number of fish you plan to house. Then, we navigated the process of preparing your tank, a step that requires patience and precision. We emphasized the importance of cleaning the tank properly, setting up the filtration system, and conditioning the water to make it safe for your fish. Adding plants and decorations was our next stop. We discussed how these elements not only add aesthetic appeal, but also provide necessary hiding spots and contribute to the overall health of the tank ecosystem. Finally, we talked about introducing your fish to their new home. Remember, this step should be done gradually and with utmost care to avoid shock and stress. Each step we've discussed is vital in ensuring the well-being of your aquatic friends. And while the process may seem lengthy and detailed, the end result is a beautiful, thriving underwater world that you've created with your own hands. Remember, a well-set fish tank is the first step towards a happy and healthy aquatic life for your fish. Happy fish keeping!